Ocho, Nicki Minaj, and other artists have seemingly called out JayZ, who's the co-producer of the Super Bowl halftime show.
Let's talk about a topic that I saw on Twitter, right? And I found it like, oh my gosh, people are fucking nuts. But like, let's talk about it, right? All right.
Nicki Minaj has never been one to bite her tongue, but this time she's coming for none other than JayZ. Her recent public tirade has thrown fuel onto an already burning fire, one that's been slowly igniting behind the scenes. The core of this latest drama, the Super Bowl halftime show, according to Minaj, Lil Wayne, the undisputed king of New Orleans, was flat out snubbed by JayZ when it came to the selection of the 2025 halftime show headliner. But here's the kicker. It's not just about a missed opportunity for Wayne. Nicki's accusations run deep, claiming that JayZ's decision was driven by personal vendettas and that he's still holding on to old grudges. But what exactly is going on between these two hip-hop giants? Let's dive in.
The conversation started very nasty. It started very nasty, very aggressive. I was coming at her and she was coming at me.
Now, the news broke in September that Kendrick Lamar had been selected to headline the Super Bowl LAX halftime show, which is set to take place in New Orleans in February 2025. On the surface, it seems like a solid choice. Kendrick is one of the biggest names in hip-hop right now, with Grammy wins, a Pulitzer Prize, and legions of fans. But Nicki Minaj wasn't having it, and she made sure the world knew. Nicki took to social media in true queen fashion, letting JayZ know exactly how she felt. She accused him of snubbing Lil Wayne, who, by the way, had already expressed a desire to headline the halftime show. Wayne had said he was ready for the spotlight, especially with the Super Bowl happening in his hometown of New Orleans.
Now, if you know anything about Birdman, anytime he puts on Miss Gladys, he mean business.
But instead, JayZ and his company, Roc Nation, who've been responsible for producing the Super Bowl halftime shows since 2020, chose Kendrick Lamar. For Nicki, this wasn't just a simple oversight or a decision based on musical taste. It was personal. And she didn't hold back when it came to calling JayZ out, describing him as evil and implying that his motives were driven by ego and a lingering feud with Lil Wayne, Drake, and, well, in one of her fiery posts, she wrote, "Denying a young black man what he rightfully put into this game for no other reason than your ego. Your hatred for Birdman, Drake, and Nicki has you punishing Lil Wayne, the GOAT Nola. What's good?" It's clear from Nicki's words that this was more than just a professional decision. To her, she viewed it as a personal attack on Wayne's legacy and his contributions to the rap game.
But Nicki was tweeting a lot. One was denying a young black man what he rightfully put into this game for no other reason but your ego.
To give some background, the tension between JayZ and Lil Wayne dates back years, but things really took a turn when JayZ tried to sign Lil Wayne and acquire his label, Young Money. At the time, Wayne was in a tough spot financially, dealing with a massive legal battle with Birdman and trying to break away from Cash Money Records. JayZ swooped in, offering Wayne help. He even helped pay off some of Wayne's taxes, a hefty bill that reportedly reached millions. But the deal fell through. Birdman wasn't about to let Wayne, Nicki, or Drake slip through his fingers. And ever since, it's been rumored that JayZ has held a grudge.
Life. Everything is life. It happens for you. Everything is for your greatest good.
Fast forward to today, and Nicki Minaj's outburst seems to be a direct response to that failed business deal. She believes JayZ never really let it go, and that's why Lil Wayne wasn't given the Super Bowl spotlight.
Like he was cool. He was like,
yeah, that's business, though. That's just business.
It was like, it's all good. So,
well, the only other thing I would say to that tweet from Nicki Minaj is,
Nicki's rant didn't stop there. She also called JayZ out for taking the bag and aligning himself with the FL, alluding to the controversial deal JayZ struck with the league in the wake of the Colin Kaepernick protests. She tweeted, "One man took a knee, the other man took bag. He is going to get you all in line every single time." She was clearly drawing a line between JayZ's business dealings and the way she felt he was controlling the narrative in hip-hop, using his influence to keep others in check, especially when it comes to Lil Wayne and Drake, who are both still major players in the industry.
Lil Wayne and sort of the things he's gotten into, the random things, run-ins with the law, whatever he's had over the last few years, that would not be typical of the brand of the halftime.
Now, let's talk about why this has become such a big deal. Lil Wayne isn't just any rapper. He's been a force in the music industry for over 2 decades. His influence on modern hip-hop is undeniable. He gave the world Drake and Nicki Minaj, for crying out loud. He's the kind of artist who's not just loved by fans, but respected by his peers. And the Super Bowl halftime show would have been a huge moment for him, especially considering the venue.
Now, you know how they play. Okay, you know what? We got to get the heat off of him. Some people figured it out. Some people that's in the industry, they know what's going on. They get it.
The 2025 Super Bowl is set to take place at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, Lil Wayne's hometown. For many, including Nicki Minaj, this should have been Wayne's moment to shine, a chance to represent his city on one of the biggest stages in the world. In the eyes of Nicki and many others, including figures like Master P, it's not just about music. It's about honoring someone who's done so much for the culture. Master P even penned an open letter to the NFL, JayZ, and the mayor of New Orleans expressing his disappointment. He stated that Lil Wayne should at least be part of Kendrick Lamar's performance, if not the headliner himself. "Let's not miss this cultural moment in the South," he wrote. It's a sentiment that's been echoed by other industry heavyweights who feel like this decision was a missed opportunity.
Better understanding to what's going on, so I'm hearing people talk, but I don't know because I'm on the outside looking in, and I got the feel it's like having a donut.
So, what's going on behind the scenes? Why would JayZ, someone who's worked closely with so many major artists, seemingly overlook Lil Wayne for this monumental event? If you listen to Nicki, it all comes down to personal beef. She's not shy about calling out JayZ for holding on to old grudges. Specifically against Wayne and Drake, JayZ and Drake have had a tense relationship for years, and it's no secret that the two have thrown subtle, and not so subtle, shots at each other in their music. Drake's public feud with Kendrick Lamar only adds fuel to the fire, making this Super Bowl decision feel even more like a strategic move to Nicki and those in her camp. Birdman, the co-founder of Cash Money Records and a longtime collaborator with Lil Wayne, was quick to back Nicki up. He hopped on social media to express his frustrations too, calling the situation a and reminding everyone that Wayne, Nicki, and Drake built Young Money into a powerhouse. Birdman's words may have been brief, but they echoed a sentiment that's been simmering in the industry for a while. There's a growing feeling that JayZ and his Roc Nation team are using their influence to sideline certain artists, particularly those who don't play the game.
Apparently, Nicki Minaj has dragged JayZ to filth. She blasts him for being evil and spiteful.
Despite Birdman's fierce loyalty to Wayne, some insiders claim that JayZ's decision wasn't driven by any long-standing grudges at all. Rumors have circulated that the choice to feature Kendrick Lamar may have been based more on commercial appeal and branding. Kendrick's music has consistently crossed over into different markets, including pop, rock, and even mainstream media, making him a strategic choice for a broad-reaching event like the Super Bowl.
This can be reported. Also, I don't understand it. I don't know what's going on, but things like this can be reported as smoke and mirrors as well now.
While Wayne's fan base is undoubtedly massive, Kendrick's versatility and more recent chart-topping hits might have made him the more lucrative option for advertisers and sponsors who bankroll the show. Another layer to consider is the ongoing shift in how hip-hop is presented on these massive stages. In recent years, there's been a clear push toward highlighting artists who offer social commentary, something Kendrick is known for. JayZ, through Roc Nation, may have opted for Kendrick as a reflection of his desire to present hip-hop not just as a genre of music, but as a platform for change. It's not just about who has the most hits. It's about who can represent a narrative that resonates with broader audiences. And in this case, Kendrick's politically charged lyrics might have fit that bill more than Wayne's legendary, but less socially conscious discography. Of course, it's not just Nicki and Birdman who've spoken up. Even artists like Cameron and Mace have weighed in, calling the decision to pass over Lil Wayne egregious. Cameron, never one to shy away from controversy, went as far as to say that this was JayZ's way of getting payback for old issues. And Cameron isn't alone in that belief. Many in the hip-hop world think this decision wasn't purely about who would put on the best show. It was about settling scores. But while this drama continues to unfold, there's another side to this story. Fans of Kendrick Lamar have been quick to defend him, arguing that he's more than deserving of the Super Bowl spotlight. After all, Kendrick's been one of the most critically acclaimed rappers of the past decade, known for his lyrical depth and ability to push boundaries in the genre. And let's not forget, he's no stranger to the Super Bowl stage. He made a guest appearance during Dr. Dre's star-studded performance in 2022, so this isn't his first rodeo. For Kendrick's fans, this moment has been long overdue. One fan commented, "Why can't we just celebrate Grammy, Emmy, and Pulitzer Prize winner Kendrick Lamar being the first rapper to get the Super Bowl solo?" It's a fair point. Kendrick is a groundbreaking artist, and his fans feel like this is his moment to be celebrated, not overshadowed by a feud between industry titans. Another fan weighed in with a more neutral take, saying, "I think what made this so blown out of proportion was because Wayne expressed interest in doing the Super Bowl in his hometown. However, I am super happy to see Kendrick perform." But the backlash hasn't just been from fans of Lil Wayne and Nicki. Some are tired of the constant drama. One fan vented, "They throwing tantrums like toddlers over this stupid nonsense. Kendrick did his thing this year, let him live." It seems like there's a growing divide between those who want to see Kendrick get his flowers and those who feel like Lil Wayne was unfairly sidelined. At the end of the day, this isn't just about one artist being chosen over another. It's about how personal politics and industry power dynamics play out in the world of entertainment. Nicki Minaj's explosive comments are a window into a larger issue within the music world, the way influence and grudges can shape careers, sometimes more than talent itself. And while Kendrick Lamar may have the spotlight now, the conversation surrounding Lil Wayne's snub isn't going away anytime soon. But here's a question for you. Do you think JayZ was wrong for snubbing Lil Wayne from the Super Bowl halftime show? And what do you think of Kendrick Lamar being the first rapper to headline the show solo? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching.